about now on Spirit TV. You're doing an incredible job as well. The Wake Up Call crew, Simon Masanyu, the Jew. I got a new name. I'm Simon the Jew. And then I have the beautiful, the Nema, Diana. And then we have the king of radio himself. He looks very sharp, very smart. And then the producer says, you are looking extremely beautiful on set.
Thank you. What's happening?
President, have just joined us. Today is a Thursday. We have something interesting that we are going to be diving into, and very soon, I mean very, very soon, in a few minutes from now, we shall be having a guest joining us. And today we are talking something very profound to married women out there. How can a married woman develop and maintain her brand while taking on other responsibilities, playing the role of a woman, playing the role of a mother, playing the role of someone's wife, but again maintaining her brand and being her, developing herself.
Masanyu, you see, when we talk about married women,
yes,
married women tend to get so lost in the calling of being a wife, in the calling of being a mother. You know, like it takes a lot for you to be able to be someone's wife, fulfill those duties, but also, you know, nurture these beautiful children that God has given you. So many women, it's actually a few that stand out and operate in their other callings. Like, for example, we have different motivational speakers. We have transformational speakers, we have nurses, like that operate in those different other fields, away from just being a mother and a wife as well. So, us talking about it, I think, is a beautiful thing, that even the mother that is listening to us right now at their home, they are going to meditate and think about it, and they're like, you know what? Yeah, I think it's high time. I think it's okay for me to also think about my callings, my other callings. For me to get out, I have selling skills. I have speaking skills. I have a calling to preach the gospel. Can I also be able to do that? So I feel like it's a wonderful, wonderful thing to talk about. I don't know about you, king of radio.
The king is all smiling.
I know, right?
No,
it's hard though.
As if we are talking science, rocket science.
You know, mothering is a full-time job.
It's gibberish, you guys you're talking about here. But anyway, I think I'm old school. Yeah, I think I'm old school in my way of thinking, and sometimes I think. That's why I'm trying to reserve my comments.
I know where you're headed to, King.
Yeah,
you prefer someone staying home and raising their children and being wives, and that's it, really.
No, I think I'm against the whole idea of keeping a brand, keeping a, as in trying to, you know, make it look like, you know, everything else you're trying to pursue is of less importance. There is a passion in you that is dead and trapped, you know.
But you know, there are people that feel like they don't know what to do, but they feel like they have that urge to do something else away from just mothering and being wives.
I think it is of public knowledge that we have husbands that are not comfortable with their women launching into such spaces. So if we to do justice to this discussion, we should probably start from a point of speaking to a woman whose husband is comfortable with her working, developing herself, honing her skill. So we are not deliberately probably talking or addressing a woman whose husband is not comfortable with her working. If your husband is comfortable with you working, developing yourself, honing a skill, going back to school, developing a plan, and the husband is not intimidated with your success, that is the kind of woman that we are talking about today. How do you go out of the comfort zone as a mother, as a wife, and develop a personal brand? and do something and be who you are and thrive in your skin.
Yeah. Masanyu, I like that you talked about women that their husbands do not allow them, are not comfortable for them to go out there and, you know, showcase their talents and be who they really are. Because no one goes out there to, you know, practice or, you know, speak or preach or sing unless it's embedded in the inside of them. And who puts it there? It's God.
Yes.
It's God, the creator. Now, if the man is not comfortable with that, obey your man. Listen to your man. There is time.
Dad is saying, sit home.
In due time.
Take care of the children.
In due time. Because I've seen women whose husbands were so tight on them in the beginning of the marriages, and they stayed home. The husbands were like, "Omanyi, toina jolaga, toina jolaga umpita court. Oyagala bakubbe, yeah, you know." Until after maybe like 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, muzade n'abaana olusi bakuzemu, and then trust yekuze. Hey, okay, so now bwogenda n'oyogera, you get some money. We get some money here. Bwogenda n'okola dancing, bw'osiba enviiri, we can get some money. But also nkulaba obeera musanyufu okukola ebintu bineeno. So it adds on to our marriage. So sometimes it comes with time. Like after some years, omuntu nabeera comfortable n'amanya kidaana kyange kinjagala tekina gye kiraga na relaxinga.
And again, Diana, I don't want us to trivialize the fact that they are women that are not self-driven.
Yeah.
As you earlier said, that everyone has that special kind of skill that is embedded in them,
in the inside
on
of them.
the inside of them.
Yeah.
I think every one of us has a sleeping giant.
Of course.
And it takes the special kind of grace to activate and ignite that special kind of energy that the Lord embedded in you to be able to discover yourself. So as a married woman, how do you discover yourself? How do you discover the skills? How do you discover the potential that God embedded on the inside of you? And you say, like, you know what? I can be more than a mother. I can be more than a wife. There is this something that I'm passionate about. How do I go out of this comfort zone? How do I get out of my skin and try to hone this skill and also bring something on the table? And
but
also
again, without
be
being rebellious, though.
Without being rebellious.
Yeah, because God does not call upon us to be rebellious.
I'm telling you.
Yes, so when God gives you a man in your life, he becomes your head, he becomes your leader.
And we have successful couples today that the husband and the wife are both flourishing in their different spaces. I'll give an example of our bosses here. Hilda is flourishing as a speaker, as a counselor, as a mentor, as a media personality. And I like the way Tim is supporting her. And they are both doing it. So we are relating to such a woman that is free like a bird in the air, being a mother, being a wife, and she's living her life to the fullest.
Uncle King, you're being so silent on us. What's up? Are we speaking gibberish? Are we speaking stuff that you don't understand?
No, just is ebirowozo byange ebirala.
The whole point of us speaking is for us to be able. You see, there is someone that relates with me. There is someone that relates with Masanyu.
The Jew.
People discern.
No,
so if what I say does not.
My issue is with the entire system.
Yes.
You see, entire system, how it is actually brought up. It makes you feel like women are being suppressed. And you see, the more we push the agendas of how do you become successful at the same time when you're a mother, as for me, I feel like tulinga abagamba nti already omukyala ali trapped wali talina kubeerawo wali tali comfortable nawo.
No one is saying that.
And what is sounding?
But is it possible for a woman to be a good
Beyond
mother, a good wife? We are not saying you drop the offices or your responsibilities, but also be a good nurse.
No, you can. Wabera which ekitabera given attention. Wabera which ekitabera given attention. The moment you're career minded and a go-getter, there is someone who is going to suffer. Eyo mwami agenda kulekera bulekezi naye nga nemmere tali ya jofumbi. Is it
possible to strike a difference because we have examples of women and probably that are doing it?
But striking a difference, nyizo okudda mu kuagala okufuna details nkubuze n'okubuuza nti abaana be bamufuna ku kyenkanachi. Abaana be bayonka ddi.
Like we have women that strike the balance.
Can I ask you?
Maid be bakuzizza abaana.
Is this only to women? Because if we put it to be general, yes, and we said, can one be able to take on different responsibilities, you know, mature and, you know, flourish in their calling, God-given calling, but also be able to be a husband and be able to be a wife?
No,
and
with a man you're supposed to multitask. A man is created divine.
But do you agree that women are even more multitaskers? Are even better at multitasking than men?
Career, no pursuing a career. Guys, so what to Bichitandikira one reducing a number of population. Reducing a number of population. You will definitely say I can't have many children because I also have to have a career. I have to chase a career. Nzala kuba bili omu amala. Then in Zireno.
King Omlembe gwatuka. Natakola nali waka. We are not saying it's wrong to be home. Different women are called for different things. And you could be a comfortable woman being at home, and that is, I mean, you're doing great. Let me put home. King
on the spot.
Okay.
You have a woman. I'm not referring to your marriage, but
okay, let's
generalize it.
Yeah.
You have a woman, and your woman is land. Because we have land women.
So you
get someone's daughter.
Jogenda obadde soti nina kwanga tana continuinga obadde otesoti anti abaana ab'obuwala baleme kusoma kubanga mukama yabayitira kugenda fumbibwa na kuzaala.
Musoke mumpeemu.
Okay, genda tukuwadde.
Musoke mumpeemu.
Masanyu that deal.
Mumpamba.
Tukuwadde.
We have land women. We have land women. They've gone to school, their parents have educated them, others are doctors, others are lawyers, interior designers. You get someone's daughter, and then she automatically becomes your wife. Yes, I agree you have a right to dictate how you want her life to move, but let's assume you are an understanding husband. You are a husband that really don't mind your wife being who she is. If she's a lawyer, to practice her profession. And she has to maintain or strike the balance between being a mother, being a wife, and then carrying on her responsibilities as a woman of the house, but again developing her brand in that particular career or profession that she is pursuing. As a husband, would you be comfortable and probably give her a hand to feel free and go after that brand development that she desires? That and a lot more is what we're going to be discussing. I think I've put King on the spot about that. And
oh no. We're out of time.
Let's be back.
Come back.
Let's be back.
We help jumpstart your day like this. Wake up call.